This table that is full of delicious food has a well-known name, the General's Banquet.
The General's Banquet was a ceremony for generals when they returned home in triumph. They would feast together, soldiers and villagers. Now, whether or not the generals ate such rich foods, I do not know.
But what I can guarantee is that there have been more than a dozen generals here.
Should we go do some more exploring? Yeah? Come on, let's go. As an important ancient coastal defense, the Shenzhen Dapeng Fortress had adopted the strongest, most advanced level of construction and design techniques. Zhenwei General's Mansion is the best example of this.
Behind this inconspicuous little door lay the general's secrets.
Inside this room, the general would hide anything he had of value.
And he went to great lengths to protect it. These 3 holes.
Guards would stand behind the other side of the wall, and if any intruders came in through the door, they were ready with spears to stab the intruders in their vital organs.
The second thing to prevent intruders from breaking in here are the walls themselves. There is no chance that intruders would be able to break through walls that are this thick.
But if the intruders somehow did manage to get through the door, past the spears and through the walls, there were wooden poles that would come down here, locking the intruders on the other side and keeping what was inside this room safe. The one thing that the general was trying to protect the most, and that was of course all of his treasure, his jewelry, his gold, his money, his artwork, anything of value he kept hidden in this room back here. Surprisingly, this fortress hasn't been flooded for over 600 years. The builders made full use of the highland terrain. After a little modification, the whole fortress was made high in the north, low in the east, south and west, forming a turtle shell shape. This ensures that rainwater can quickly drain to the multiple outlets in the lower part of the fortress.
The most important water outlet lies in the lower southwest corner where the Shaiguan Temple was built. It's said that the deity of the temple controls the water levels within the fortress. In the minds of the people, the deity is like the patron saint of flood prevention.
In ancient times, the majority of buildings were constructed of wood. And as wood was the main building material and the houses were closely connected, fire prevention was of the utmost importance. We're going to look at a pretty old and very important artifact to this fortress. But first, we need to put on some gloves because we're not actually allowed to touch it.
This here is an ancient fire truck.
In the event of a fire, this equipment can be used to spray water 4 or 5 meters high.
Douse the roofs directly.
It is hard to imagine that the residents here had such advanced fire awareness and fire prevention knowledge hundreds of years ago. Architecture is the culmination of wisdom and civilization. For thousands of years, Chinese builders have focused on combining natural environments, materials, and human creativity. Harmony with nature is the essence of China's building wisdom.